Hello, beer fans. My name's Steve Giguere, and we are back for another amazing beer review. Let's get going. Yes. I'm really excited about this. It's a new brewery. It's like a new series of beers from a brewery, and they're all collaborations. I'll show you a couple I've got, but make your mind up for yourself. Order some beer. This is some inspiration. I'm here to help. The one I'm going to be doing is it's got like a horoscope. Horoscope? What is it called? Astrology theme. That's the word for it, right? If you're into that sort of thing, and I'm not, but I like it as a theme. So I'm going to be having Virgo. Let's grab it. So it's by Black Storm Brewing. This one's in combination with Tractor Shed Brewing. You can see the art's pretty. I chose this one because the art's totally badass, right? We got some Freddie Mercury. It's a 6.7% IPA, but I'll get into the IPA details. Look at that. In the stars. Virgo. Now, pretty awesome. Now, here's a little bit of detail that you need to know. What type of IPA is it? It is I've heard people say that in lots of different ways, right? The Kveik or Kveik. We'll get into that in a moment. What's correct? Well, maybe there's multiple definitions of correct when we're talking about pronunciations, but that is kind of the special detail. There's a lot of different beers with that theme have come out in the past year and a half, right? And I want to get into what they are. Maybe I should just get into it. Let's do that. Let's talk about it while we're drinking the beer. All right. I also have Capricorn, but see, you can see why I chose this one. Pretty bland, right? Just lots of words, and yeah, it's pretty boring. So we didn't do that one. We're doing the Freddie one. I have no idea why Freddie Mercury's on this one. There's no artist credited on the can, at least. So I'll check it out online, and maybe there is. Let's grab my old Untappd Beer Fest can. Tried to pour my laptop like I did last time. All right. Quick little, whoa, lively. Hello. Trying not to pour it on myself. Okay, I did pour that a little bit aggressively, but it did come to life, let's say. It's got a little bit of an amber color. If you're picking that up, it does. Even the head. It's hard to see there, but there's like a tan color to the head. It's not a crisp white head, and it did explode. And maybe we'll explain that in a moment, right? Let's let that settle after we smell it, of course. It does have a kind of an interesting, slightly mouth-watering, yeasty effect that I associated with grassy, or, well, yeah, let's call it grassy sparkling wines or champagnes. And let's get into it because we can delay no longer. And I'm not sure, I'm not even sure I'm saying it right because I've never had a Norwegian person. So the word, let's say it, Kveik. Kveik, I don't even know if it's pronounced the E afterwards. But it's a Norwegian word. It's like a dialect. It actually just means yeast. Hooray! It's a yeast IPA. Wow, you've learned something. I've learned something. We're all learning together. But what's special about it is that it's ridiculously tolerant. So like you can imagine if it's meant to be like a K Viking, or that's how you can remember it. It handles ridiculous extremes of temperature. And imagine if you're in Scandinavia, that might happen. I mean, certainly in Canada, if we didn't have regulated rooms, you go from huge temperatures to low temperatures. It was variable, let's just say. So this seems like a very robust yeast that tolerates a lot of temperatures without really giving you all the weird flavors. Like, you can get yeasts and you can vary the temperature if you're not a professional brewery, but you can get away with it. So and it ferments rather aggressively, which is why they kind of take on make it quick, and because it can ferment aggressively and quickly, which is good. Which is why I shouldn't have been too surprised that it exploded out of the can like that. I mean, maybe that's a coincidence, but It's kind of neat, right? So I don't know what hops are in this to sort of accent this yeasty little number, but it's interesting that we're doing an IPA where the yeast is going to have an impact both on how fast it brews, the robustness. It's not going to have any weird things, hopefully, but certainly will have its own distinct flavor. So let's try it. So the other one, whoa, okay. It comes a little late, but there's a kind of a odd tartness that I wasn't expecting. Not a sour, but again, like a sparkling wine. It is a like a grassy, almost, I dare even say, if you've ever had made in England sparkling wine, there's some pretty good down south that are on a very similar latitude with France. No doubt, no joke. We know, yes, France is good at it, but amazingly, England has a part of its existence that exists on the same parallel. So if you can get some sparkling wine from there, I recommend it. And it's a little like that. It's not fruity. It's more West Coast. Let's take a look now. It's interesting. Let's give it another sip. On the second hit, I'm getting more a slightly more bourbon or whiskey-ish kind of feel to it. Sort of yeasty whiskey, not yeasty and like not biscuity, not cereal. There's a somewhat dry, aggressive maltiness to it, but it's different. It's good. The other one I was going to do, which was what's just called a Brut IPA, the not Virgo Capricorn, is kind of what I was expecting there, but I'm getting it here. I like it. It's not a refreshing, warm, sunny day. If I were to associate an emotion with this IPA, if that's even possible, it would be it's a very cynical IPA. It's like an IPA that just looks at you across the bar and goes, "No." That's what it feels like. Let's dive down a little bit now and take a look. So here's Black Storm. Never heard of them. Where the heck are they? Take a look at some of this. Not my beer. I like some of the themes that are going on here. And they are up in, I should say, North Shields, England. And if, like me, you're like, I have no idea where that is, I actually looked for it. Here it is. Here they are. Blackstorm Brewing and Newcastle. It's near Newcastle. And if you really don't know where Newcastle is, maybe you're not from the United Kingdom, well, we can back out even further and you can get an idea. It's up north. It's even beyond all of our wonderful beers that we get from the York area and Leeds, and certainly really far from London. So it's quite up there. Not quite into Scotland, but we're getting close, right? So it's pretty far up there. And they've collaborated with some pretty cool people down in Cumbria. I think this is Tractor Shed Brewing. Is the Tractor Shed's most important thing they want you to know, it seems, is that the beer garden is now closed until April. Okay, Tractor Shed, it's April, so you can up and up now. They're from Cumbria, and I never heard of them either. So what an awesome double collab to educate me about all this stuff. Take a quick look at what they have to offer. Like, check it out. These are the ones. I like their logo. I'm not gonna say I don't. It's a little gimmicky, but it's fine. They have a best bidder. But check these out. These are £2. That's it. Go buy some beer from them. That is an amazing price. This is the Capricorn one. Where's the one I have? There we go. That's Freddie right there. Let's click through on that. Get a quick look. Calm. By the way, calm. Let's see if they say what it means. There it is. Tractor Shed Kveik IPA. Super. It's not that fruity. It's floral. I'll give them a bit of floral. Not that fruity. And then all the other ones. I haven't had a Taurus. I've had a few of them now. I only have these two left. And I don't have any tasting notes, which is a bit sad, but we can do that ourselves. So, campaign against living miserably. It's probably hard to read there, but that's what calm means. Okay, I like that. Beer does that for me. All right, amazing. So that's them. Let's get back onto the big screen. Right. Let's give it another sip, and then we've let it kind of nestle into our tonsils, or in my case, that I have them up our nose, and we've normalized. We've gotten ready for the proper tasting. Yeah, that's good. I'm guessing they've gone with some pretty straight up hops on this. I've seen, it's like a default. At Chinook, go with I keep wanting to say it differently. Kveik or Kveik. Let's say Kveik. That sounds Norwegian. Before, and that is kind of hitting that uncomplicated, yet somehow, let's just settle. Grassy, weedy, a little bit malt edge, and not cereal biscuity, and kind of whiskey-ish. It's nice. It's good. It doesn't bull me. Sometimes when you want a fruity beer, it's like, nah. But all right, I'm going to sign off. I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to show you the can one once again. 6.5% Kveik IPA from the series In the Stars. It's made by Blackstorm Brewing. You just focus on there again. And in combination with Tractor Shed. And what's amazing, it was £2. Go get it. You can get the whole 12 series in a box, and you can make your way through them. That is good value for money beer. Absolutely. 6.7%. All right, that's the end of this one. My name's Steve Giguere. Thanks for watching yet another of my BeerNative beer reviews. Please tell your friends, do the subscribe thing, share it on Reddit, maybe share it on Facebook. No, Reddit. Let's let maybe some people in America who tend to inhabit Reddit can watch some of these videos too, right? Until next time, I've got some pretty cool stuff lined up in the fridge. I'm going to be off to Israel for work in a week's time, and I will be seeking out. Do they have craft beer in Israel? Everybody does, right? Hopefully, I'll be able to sneak a few in from there. All right, I'll see you later. Thanks for watching. Steve out.